Impol or something.
I hate how like 7-Eleven do special diesel, and then there's another one that does ultimate diesel. Like, I want fucking normal diesel that tastes like diesel. What's special and ultimate about them?
I don't know.
Or is it just like a gimmick?
Like, you can't put like I'm not a car guy. I'm just talking out of my asshole. But you know how like this high octane fuel or whatever. Do they just put some of that shit in the diesel?
Is it 98 or something?
I don't know the difference between all the fuels.
I just know E10's either really good or bad.
When's it really good?
It's one or the other.
I never knew it was really good. I thought it was just like worst case scenario.
Yeah. If you haven't got much cash.
Yeah.
I think it's fine, except for old cars, right?
Yeah, there's some engines that can't. I think it's got less something in it and then more like an explosive additive.
Ethanol in it.
More ethanol.
Really?
10% more, or it's
made from
like
plants or something, I think.
True.
Yeah.
Vegan friendly.
Plants.
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 Plants. You got any vegan fuel?
What's
Have this bread roll.
What's the difference then? That petrol station near Bunnings there that you just said, it's got like super diesel or something.
That's what he was. That's literally what he was just talking about. What is like
diesel?
normal diesel versus
what
diesel plus?
What's the difference?
Can I have full cream diesel, please?
I don't know. Go ask someone. Wait, what do you put in your extra diesel?
Yeah, what's extra?
When I
What's super about it?
when I had my business, it was like a little treat that
you're gonna get the extra diesel
on the last week of every month. I'd fill it with the super diesel.
Why?
Like, I don't know. I feel like it'd be like a special drink for a hard month's work.
Hard-earned
Do you put premium fuel in your mower?
Nah,
Why not? Doesn't it get the special treat?
no, it doesn't. Jesus gets a fucking. What's it smell like?
What have you got? What is it?
Red Bull. I mean, not Red Bull.
Really?
It smells like
Is it alcoholic?
almond. No, it
Oh, it's just literally a warhead soft drink.
smells like almond. Yeah, I'll put
Show the camera, mate. That looks fucked.
yeah,
It's like something out of Willy Wonka's river.
it comes from America. What do you expect?
I suppose I should have a little bit. Do you want to try? There's another glass down there.
I'll have a sip from the can.
A bit more.
No, that's probably all good. I'm probably not going to like it.
Me. You probably eat it. There was
It smells delicious.
a bunch of flavors
Oh my
there.
god. That's actually not bad.
It's not as sour as I was expecting.
Yeah,
It just tastes like
Oh, it's sour. It is sour though.
Yeah.
cherry. Yeah.
it's
It made my mouth water.
I'd say it's just a fun drink.
Oh, what, you wouldn't want this as your regular?
No way.
It's not exactly a roller
Wait,
coaster.
could I get a JD and sour warheads?
That'd actually be sick.
You could probably mix vodka. Oh, how have they not done that?
Yeah,
a
for
warhead
sure.
vodka.
They probably have.
It's probably not good for you
crazy
to drink.
shit.
But I guess, okay, no, that's a dumb statement. Just drinking a ton
My-
of vodka and be like, that's so good for me.
My brother works at a canning company where they can people's brews and stuff, and they do alcohol now.
Did you ask him about, or can you ask him why none of the labels face all the same way?
I think we spoke about
No,
that.
no,
I
yeah,
know
we
about
did.
that.
But he works at a canning company.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would know. So I'm not sure if they just provide the can and then I suppose they do it all because they actually get the formula off people and they mix all the.
Well, I'm
shit.
sure they don't print the label after it's canned. You like mix up a whole bunch
they
of shit.
can't because I think they heat it and I don't know. I should probably find out more on that.
Call him up.
Yeah. But yeah, if you got that and then just added vodka to it,
Well, yeah.
cunted they do it. They drink it.
Let's not record this part and make millions.
Too late.
Trillions, billions.
It's making me thirstier.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like
These warheads are
I'm
making me thirsty.
glad I didn't open it the other night.
Well, I really want to drink. Nope. I really, really want to drink.
Like how the nutrition label's just like stuck on.
Well, anything imported
Has it-
has to have a thing that complies with Australian.
Just
Whatever,
says do not
regulations.
drink.
Do not drink.
I think I did look at it, and I think it's got a bunch of different colours in there. Obviously,
Yeah.
Cool.
Whatever.
Put on fingernails if you want to stop chewing.
Yep. Let's add a bit to that.
Hey?
Let's add a bit to it.
So what's your shirt? What shirt are you wearing there, James?
It's just a regular shirt. I've worn it a couple of times before on the
I've
podcast.
seen.
Have you?
Yeah.
Is that not where you were last night? Oh, you got to sit down last night.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on. Let's
Straight into it.
Good segue. Out.
Yeah. That was smooth.
I thought that was like a shirt they gave you for winning.
No,
you didn't wait. You didn't win. Just made it through, right?
just made it through to the next one. Yeah.
Fair enough.
So
Where are you gonna win again?
Nah. Not a chance.
The confidence.
I'm surprised I made it through that one.
Why?
I don't know, because I was sitting out the back and we're all just talking before it. Mm-hmm. And we're all fucking general chit-chat. And in my head, I'm thinking, because you
obviously know a bunch of each other's material, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I think there was 5 people there that none of us had ever met. Like they were either... There was one.
First-timers?
There was the one dude that was his first time.
Holy shit!
And then the rest
Did
of
he
them.
eat dicks?
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh,
he was on. He was on right before me. I felt a bit
That's
bad.
so harsh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the other ones were that apparently they did it before COVID, haven't got up since then, or they've done it.
Okay.
Fucking somewhere.
The ones you didn't know, you mean?
Yeah. Yep. And then so situation with the whole competition is you do this heat, then the semis, then blah blah blah. Mm-hmm. Basically, the what are you doing?
There's a hair in my drink. Oh, it's a spider web. Okay.
Why every week you got spider webs?
I don't know.
Panicking.
Wait. Oh, okay. I'm not Spider-Man.
Wait, I don't want to interrupt your story, but have you seen? There's a video of a dude carrying a big stack of pizza boxes. It's like security footage.
Oh yeah.
And then the top one drops, and he catches it, and then he puts it back down. He's like,
just checking.
There's the same deal in a supplement shop. There's a dude, and he's like got like 5 big bottles of protein, and he's trying to put them on top of the shelf. And all of a sudden he knocks one off the shelf and he just like full leans down, catches it, and then like puts it back up, and he does the same thing. He's like
checking. Just checking.
It's so funny because the footage is from a camera, so he's like legit. It was like,
yeah. How embarrassing.
Okay, anyway.
You got your spider web sorted?
It's on there. I'm just going to tough it
eat it.
So yeah, I think it's like two winners or something from each state then go to the Melbourne International Comedy Festival.
Okay.
And then the winner from that then goes to the Edinburgh.
Wait, is the Melbourne Comedy Festival like a competition? I didn't know that.
No. So Melbourne International Comedy Festival's like...
That's a televised one, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's where...
But you said the winner of that. I don't know.
The winner of the... So the winner of... So each state is doing this raw competition.
Yeah.
2 winners from each state go to Melbourne, and it's just like a show at the Melbourne Intercontinental. So yeah, it's not like the international. Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay, I'll follow.
So winner of that then goes to Edinburgh Comedy Festival, and then you get to do your show there and blah, blah, blah. So I was sitting at the back there, and the one in Melbourne gets televised on the ABC. And I'm like,
that's cool.
I'm like, the ABC is not going to put my shit on TV. Like,
maybe. Wait,
they need you to come up with the
ABC?
set.
Yeah. Instead of
not SBS.
Cock, you need to say Willie.
Instead of cock, you need to say rooster.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. I'd be surprised if I made it through the next one.
But do you think they would? Well, I guess you wouldn't know. I was like, would they judge you based on your content?
I think to an extent, yeah. They gotta make sure they can put it on TV.
Yeah, true.
So then why'd they let you through?
All the clean acts sucked.
Yeah. I don't know. I just had a really good night randomly. It was pretty sick.
Okay. So you had a good night. It wasn't that everyone else sucked. Like real bad.
No. Like, well, everyone that I knew did well. So that was good. But
because I know they're listening right
now.
Great.
No offense.
No. So, randomly the crowd just happened to like my shit.
Oh, that's cool.
That night. So that was pretty sick.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw your post.
Yeah, you posted something about something interesting.
Yeah, okay.
All day I wanted to hear.
Yeah. I was hoping to build the suspense for it.
Okay,
we'll just get straight into it.
No, don't worry about it.
Anyway.
So we'll talk about it later.
We might as well while we're at it. I was going to start from like the start of my week up to the like crazy week and then finish on that.
Let's take the floor.
So it'll sound shit if we start with the pinnacle of the week and then I'm like, I went to Ipswich on Tuesday.
That's the teaser. Let's go back to the start.
All right.
Let's hear about your week.
So
a week in the life of James.
Yeah. So Monday was pretty crazy because Sit Down randomly gave me another gig on Monday, which they haven't really done for a while. So I was like, oh, that's cool. Like get a practice run before the heat.
Have you done a show there before?
Nah, so they do their open mic shows are just at like pubs around the city.
Yeah.
So I just got one of them at Newmarket. and that was like another sick show. So I was like on a high there. And the Tuesday night I had a gig out at fucking the infamous Ipswich place where I dropped my gum. And I know I say this every second week, but it was one of the worst gigs I've ever had.
Really?
But it was everyone. Like,
because you dropped your gum.
No. I wish I dropped my gum. So it was Valentine's Day on Tuesday.
Oh, I thought you meant the time you dropped your gum was the worst time ever.
No, this Tuesday just gone. So I didn't drop my fucking gum. You got me confused now. It was Valentine's Day, and it's at an RSL, and it was just full of like
couples wanting to have food.
Old couples just wanting to eat.
I don't want to hear
they have to go and do something special on Valentine's Day. And then I was first up as well, which always sucks dick. And we started, and I just said my first joke. Got to like...
Do you know you're first up before you go? Or is it like a...
You get the lineup when you get there.
Okay.
For most of them. Some of them release it before. But got to the stage in my first joke where I normally get like the initial... It's not like a howling laugh, but it's like, like hit it, crickets. And I'm like, fuck.
Uh-oh.
So then I like try and push harder for the actual punchline, and then nothing again. And I'm like, oh, this sucks dick. So then I've just started like power reading through my set, just trying to get it over as quickly as I can.
Oh, really?
And legit, normally there's at least the other comedians giving you a sympathy chuckle, but it was
Laughing
silent.
Laughing that no one's laughing.
Like you could hear knives hitting plates and shit. Oh. Like I'm like, this is so sad. Yeah.
Is this thing on?
But and then every act got up one after another, and it was the same deal. And I was like, oh, this is miserable.
Did anyone address the audience? Like, the fuck's
A
wrong
couple
with
of
you
people
guys?
tried to, but they didn't even want to like play along. They just like,
Not engaged.
yeah, basically hurry the fuck
Why
up.
the fuck go there? I don't
Well,
get it.
I assume they're just going to like a.
I don't think they looked,
Yeah,
where's the local
exactly.
comedy happening?
Exactly.
They just went for food.
They've just gone, let's
Wait,
go down to the
where's it-
club.
where was it
Beryl.
at?
It's
Wasn't like sit down comedy.
no, it's an RSL at Ipswich.
So they're not
It's
going
like
there to laugh.
CS,
They go- yeah.
CSI RSL or some shit.
Yeah.
So that was the last
They
gig.
just hung around after the bowls.
Yeah, that was the last gig I had before the heat, and I'm like, I did like,
Oh, you're going in on a low.
yeah.
Shit.
I should have pulled the pin on Monday and then just
No, because
Coasted
then
in.
you got the bad one out.
yeah. I feel like that might have been it.
You can only go up.
Yeah, and then Wednesday night sort of brought me back up because I went and saw Chappelle, and it was like fucking amazing.
good, yeah.
yeah. I thought
Fuck
it
yeah, I'm
was.
going to shave my head.
I shaved my head last week.
I reshaved it.
But yeah, his new hour was like so good.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty fun. I don't know if he's like recording what he's doing, because his last special was like his last one or something. He made a big
Right.
deal about it. But
I made it into Carl Barron's recording.
did you?
Yeah. It was
Like your face and shit.
no, I yelled something out in the audience.
That's
So
always fun.
It was what
This is what I'm about to address with Dave Chappelle. But carry on.
So he opened up.
Did you go to Dave Chappelle?
He opened up with, I forgot which special it was, but it was one he recorded in Brisbane. And he opened up with something, and I was there with a mate, and I went, everyone finished laughing, and I was up in the podium, up in the fucking, what's it called? The second tier.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Nosebleed.
just on my own. And just
Made
being a
fun of your
dickhead.
laugh.
And he goes, oh, found the dickhead. I was like, yes, that was me.
I want to watch that now.
I'm pretty sure when we were watching YouTube videos at some stage, you're like, oh, yeah, look, listen to this one. That's me.
Oh, it does
Yeah, I think
show
you showed me,
Yeah,
yeah.
okay, yeah.
Fuck, I
I'm
want to find
famous.
that.
Carl Barron called me a dickhead.
But that was the worst thing about the Chappelle fucking
Yeah.
show is a couple of people were yelling out at the start, just simple shit like, fucking, we love you, Chappelle, and shit like that. And he'd like, obviously, do his like smooth play into it, like, thanks, man, fucking, and then he'd keep going with his thing. And then a couple more started, so then he started to roast him a little bit. And then obviously drunk Aussie men, they love getting roasted.
Yeah.
So cunts just started like calling out from all around the arena. And it just sucked dick towards the end because like, obviously...
Trying to hear his jokes.
Yeah, he normally finishes on this like long-winded, like fucking philosophical story like he does. And he's like trying to get deep into a part and you're just like, Chappelle, you're a sick cunt. And it's like, shut the fuck up.
Like, shut up, Jake.
Somebody said that. That was like one of the funniest parts of the show. Somebody yelled out and some dude must have just had enough. And
Yeah.
he was like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I love that shit.
It was so good. But yeah, he was fucking hilarious. And he's like, new gear. You know how he's copped the shit with the trans people?
Yeah.
He like goes so much harder now.
Good.
Fuck yeah. I can't wait to hear about it in the headlines tomorrow.
Yeah. If he releases this one on... I feel like if he does release this will be like his nail in his coffin for himself.
Do you think?
But he can just keep doing it.
Because
you can't cancel him.
Yeah.
Because you can only cancel someone if their fan base abandons them.
It's super clever how he did it. I don't want to give it away.
No, don't.
Yeah, okay.
Don't give it away.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Shut the
okay.
fuck up.
Don't.
But yeah, what if he never releases it and you'll never know?
That's fine.
Did you secretly record it?
Dude,
Like a dog?
have you guys ever used one of those Yonder pouches?
No,
No,
they
have
make you
them.
put your phones in them. And
Yeah.
yeah.
At the end, so you put your phone in this pouch, it's locked, you can't get into it no matter what. And at the end, you're supposed to get in this huge queue to get your phone unlocked. And obviously everyone's drunk and over it. And there's cunts
Steal the
getting in their
pouches.
cars just with the pouch. They're like, oh, we'll just cut it open when we get home. But I thought there was something like an ink.
Destroy your phone.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't
I
think
thought something like that.
What?
I don't think so.
No, how do they lock it? Is it just like a...
It basically just the top clips and then this is like black button. Like, you know, when...
You buy clothes?
Yeah,
and it has
just
the-
Imagine
Exactly.
like a padlock that's
Exactly.
like if the top was a padlock and
Yeah.
you locked it and then
And then, yeah, to unlock it, they just wave this thing over it. It must be
Yeah.
like magnet or
Magnet.
some
So,
shit.
so what happens if like there's an emergency and you really need to
you
fucking...
go take it to get open.
Yeah, there's designated areas that say, like,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
phone use zone.
Yeah, once
And
it's
there was,
unlocked, fuck
like,
off.
as soon as we got in there, cunts would just go onto those to simply unlock their phone, take a photo of them in the corridor to, like, say they're at Chappelle
Yeah.
and then put their
Serious?
phone back in. Yeah.
Oh my god. Can you
But
just
it's-
dack your phone?
Yeah, I was curious with that.
But if
as
you
well.
did that, they'd probably just kick you out if you got caught.
If you got caught, for sure. Because it was as simple as I walk through the gate, he goes, have you got a phone or a smartwatch? And I'm like, yeah. But if I said no, like, would he have dug deep?
Liar.
Because I suppose it is
Can you
unnatural.
can you record on a smartwatch?
Apparently
Yeah.
you can because you had...
Some of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like audio at least.
Yeah, everyone had to take their Apple Watches and shit off and put them in the pouch as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
Wait,
And I know...
Man,
like,
how does
what's-
this generation
what's the-
handle
so
that?
that even...
I'm getting anxiety
yeah,
thinking
yeah.
about me not being able to answer a phone
Yeah.
call too.
Oh, really?
That's
Yeah.
what I was like the whole time because I was like, I wonder how many camera notifications I've got, like security camera notifications. I wonder if Nikita's text me and the kids are okay. I wonder fucking...
Did Russia bomb Ukraine again?
exactly. So yeah, I didn't expect to get that much anxiety to have my phone
That's interesting.
because it's worse as well because it's right there.
Yeah.
And
You,
just
have it, but you don't have it.
Yeah, exactly.
Caressing the back of the bag like, I'm here, beautiful.
Yeah.
This bag?
Yeah, what's it made of? Is it like a
Block.
Faraday cage?
A ferret cage.
He said Faraday cage. It's
Oh,
like
right.
Like a it like blocks out all the signal? Is it just like a
Because I was going to say, like, you could give your headphones to someone else and, like,
That'd be
What
super
if
desperate.
What if, right, you forgot to turn your phone off and it's on as loud as it can be and someone just keeps on ringing you trying to get through
That would be bad.
and you can't stop
Yeah.
it?
I think you could just smash the button.
Oh well, they
Stops.
did that as well. They watched you turn it off before you put it in the bag.
Oh, so it's off. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so you can't.
But I mean, as the show finished, I held the button on the side of my phone to turn it on, so it'd be on by the time I
Oh, yeah.
got it out. So that was pretty fucking sick. So I felt on a bit of a high from that, and then obviously
give me your energy.
everyone knows I got through to the final somehow. So I guess that leads to the next part. So there was this dude that got there. We were supposed to get there.
Hang on, where are we now?
We're at sit down
Okay.
for the raw heat. We were supposed to get there 7:30, so they could give us a big rundown of like what we can and can't say, how much time we got on stage. This is the stage, blah blah blah, just basic shit. He rocked up like 15 minutes late, so we did the meeting late just for him basically, and he was super. He's maybe 40 to mid 40s, so he's older than most of us there.
Yeah.
Is this the comedian or the?
Yeah, he's a comedian.
okay, yeah.
We start talking to him before the show. He goes, I did heaps of comedy before the pandemic. Pandemic hit, and I just haven't got up since.
Yeah.
Written a fair bit of new gear, so I'm keen to try some of that tonight. And we're like, oh, yeah, cool. And he's like a little bit jittery, a little bit awkward. Like he's pacing around and shit. And the show starts, and I think he was like third in the second bracket or something. So I was third in the first one, so I was well and truly done anyway, luckily. And and he's smashing rumbos. Like, I'm watching him because, I don't know, I've just started drinking waters now, but I had one beer on Thursday because I was so nervous, and I'm just like, I need to knock the edge off. And then I just see this guy, he's just sinking rums, and I counted 5 before he got on. And I was like, and he walked backstage, and there was like a little outdoor area you can go to vape or smoke or something if you want to. And he's walked out there past me, and he's got like the wobbles and shit on. And I'm like, oh, I don't know how this is going to go. Anyway, so he's a tall, slim, white, well-groomed 45-year-old, say. And they call his name. He gets on stage, and he starts, and he's like, he says his first joke, which didn't get much of a reaction. So then he panics, and he's like, oh, fuck, what else did I write? And he's like, I can't think of anything else, so I'm just going to do what Dave Chappelle does, and I'm going to talk about white privilege and see how that goes down as a white man. And everyone gave him a weird look. And we're like, and like all us up the back have sort of sat up, like, what's this cunt about to say?
Think it is a part of his set.
Yeah. And then he goes, fuck, what did he say? He goes, yeah. So after he said that, he went straight into this. He goes, I don't even know why all these Americans are so upset with the word N with a hard R. And the room's just fucking gone quiet and people are like groaning. But I don't know if he didn't notice everyone's reaction in the room. Mm. And he started to like do a little bit of a giggle for himself on the microphone. And then he's like, in Australia, and then he says it again, that like hard R again.
Yeah.
And then he's like, isn't even the worst word to call a black person. And he's like, that would be, and then the C slur in Australia for an Aboriginal person.
Oh, yeah.
He drops that as well. And the microphone cuts, the lights cut, the whole club just goes into darkness. And he's still trying to talk like we can hear him trying to talk loud, but obviously there's no sound. And
he went full Kramer.
Yeah, 100%. And the MC had to come back out on stage and basically go, mate, you got to get off the stage. Like, can't do any of that gear. So this dude's lost it, and he started crying and shit. And the poor girl behind the curtain waiting to come on after him, he's behind the curtain crying into her arms and shit.
Oh, shit.
And she's trying to comfort him, but get ready to go on and follow that.
He's drunk crying too. Fuck.
And the MC gets on, and he's trying to smooth things out, and the crowd's being fucking iffy to him as well. He's like, I didn't fucking say any of that shit. He's like, I'm just the MC. Don't fucking get angry at me. And he's like, and then like he did a couple of jokes and won the crowd back.
Yeah.
Okay.
But fucking, I felt so bad for the chick that went on after him. But it was nuts.
I feel like she would have got a harder laugh, like, because everyone's like, fuck, we've just experienced the worst.
Oh, I don't know. I feel like everyone was in
mood
shock.
changed, right?
Yeah, that's what I mean. The mood was like, it was good. And then that just basically ruined the whole night.
Oh, Jesus.
But fucking...
I would have come out and be like, don't worry, guys, I'm a wigger.
The lights cut again. Preemptive.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
man.
fuck. It was jarring.
Was that his last show ever?
I don't know.
Will he ever get another show again?
I mean, he probably will get one somewhere. Anyone can get up anywhere.
On Seinfeld?
But fuck, it was like, I don't know, because obviously you hear that word like all the time in rap songs and shit and fucking movies and shit, and it's just so jarring in person
If you hear it
when
in a
someone
song,
means it.
Yeah,
like,
if you hear it in a song and then you hear it in someone's talk,
yeah.
it's you're hearing two different things.
And I
you know?
suppose like in the songs, it's not a 45-year-old white guy like saying it. Like
the hard R is the bad.
like he meant it, like deep into the microphone.
The thing is, like a lot of it is context, right, and meaning behind it.
Mm.
And I don't feel like he had the right meaning behind it.
Definitely not. No.
Yeah.
If he,
Well, he was downplaying the word, saying, "Come on, guys!" Like,
yeah, I guess.
but still, you can't.
Still,
do that.
like I still think, especially in the current climate, even if he had a clever way to spin it, it'd still be like I just feel like you can't say it.
And then adding the C word,
Yeah.
like.
Yeah, we changed our cheese.
I can't even say the cheese brand now
No, it's not that.
because I'm now probably going to offend people.
No, but it's not that anymore.
I know that. What did they change it to? Cheddar. Or
Chia.
Bega.
chia.
It's called Chia now.
Chia.
Chia.
Chia cheese.
Because we used to buy that cheese.
Yeah.
And then there was the last act of the night. He caught us off guard from the beginning of the night, and he performed about as well as we all expected. This dude just rocked in, full dreads, money sunglasses on.
Nice.
And he had a full 3-piece suit that was covered in marijuana leaves. And he had a little bum bag that was just full of like, I don't know if they were real joints or what, but he had like joints in there, and he was doing the worst, like almost like a Borat impression. And he was like, what did he call himself? The toker guy. And he got on stage and he's just like,
Trying too hard.
yeah, it was so awkward.
Was this first time?
Apparently not. Apparently he's
That's his
done it
thing.
a few times, yeah. But I've never seen him around.
That seems awkward.
100%. Like if I saw that in like the karaoke bar or Ipswich or something, I don't know how that would fly.
Oh, you had a good night though.
Yeah, it was a good night. But I'd say maybe like 50% of the messages, because my phone blew up for whatever reason after it.
Well, because you did well.
Yeah, I guess. But 50% of the messages I got were, oh, good work, man.
How about that guy?
Heard some dude drop the N-bomb. I'm like,
Welcome to comedy.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
funny.
So he missed the briefing, obviously.
No, he was there for the briefing.
Oh, okay.
But
What's the
in
briefing?
fairness to him, they just emphasised the C word, like the normal C, like
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
cunt. They never specified.
Which used in the 90s was the worst word, right?
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, someone was like, "Can we say fuck?" And they're like, "Yeah, say fuck as many times as you want." But nobody said, "Don't say the N word."
Because you don't have to tell people that anymore.
Exactly.
It's like, don't smoke on planes. We know. Fuck. Don't say the N word on planes.
That's funny, but they still have signs there.
Yeah, I know. Because I suppose like some cultures or some countries, in like South Africa, everyone smokes. Like, smoking is so heavy over there. And people who don't fly often probably just spark them up.
You're seeing toilets here. They're like, don't stand on the toilet seat and shit.
Yeah.
And shit.
Yeah, because like, you know,
Oh,
like,
like
Asian, yeah.
And do you mean and shit, like do a shit, or
That's what
Don't
they do.
stand on the
They
toilet.
squat on it and shit.
true?
Yeah.
Like in
Or
tons of
piss.
Asian countries, there's no like toilet. It's just like a hole in the ground, right? And they just squat there and shit. or
Yeah, right.
piss.
So they just do the same onto
And so
the
there's
seat.
like signs. I'm sure I've taken a picture. I don't.
Yeah.
I thought I'd shown it to you before.
Yeah, maybe.
In Europe, there was heaps.
I've always been too scared to stand on the toilet because in like grade 4,
Why you stand on?
in like grade 4, this chick was standing on the toilet at our primary school, like talking out the toilet window to a group of other people, and the porcelain shattered and it tore from her ankle up to her waist, and like a fleshy tear.
Was she heavy?
Nah, she was light as fuck.
What the fuck happened?
That's a lawsuit that probably never got filed.
I don't know. She
Back
just
then.
fucking was in a race and she had one of those, like, you know, those
The pins
and shit.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, she was in one of them for like 12 months. Like, it was crazy.
Why though?
That shit is so sharp.
I don't know. I don't know if she broke her bone as well when she fell. I don't fucking know.
fuck.
I didn't ask questions in grade 4.
Tap dancing on the fucking toilet.
She was literally, well, I wasn't in the girls' toilet, but from what I heard,
You got the microphone and you're trying to like. So
Oh,
tell me
that's why
about-
she fell.
yeah,
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 standing on the toilet. I think you've told me that story before.
yeah, maybe.
That's fucked.
It's one of my regulars.
I want to use that.
Okay. Something happened today as well, and I feel bad about it, but there's a funny part. There's a funny side to it, I feel.
There's always a funny side.
Risky. You know who else thought there was a funny side to something?
If you say Hitler.
Well, I wasn't going to go there.
What? Who?
Huh? The guy that got the power pulled on him. He thought that was funny for
He's
sure.
worse than Hitler.
Kramer.
So Nikita has wanted to go to this like playground that's shaped like a lighthouse near us for maybe a month now. And today we're finally like, all right, let's go to it. So we get there and it's pretty cool. It's a giant lighthouse and it's like a typical playground. It's got all the webbed fucking climbing shit all around it. You climb up to the top. And both our boys were petrified to go up there. So we were there for maybe an hour and then they've decided, okay, they've worked up the courage to get up there. So they start climbing and they're maybe at the second level of this lighthouse. And there's this kid that got there pretty much the same time as us. And so this is I feel bad for the kid. And his parents were on their phones the whole time over on a bench, not really watching him. So he's just trying to do this all by himself. And I'm like
same-ish age as your kids?
Yeah, probably the same age as Westy, so maybe 5 or 6. And he's worked his way all the way to the top of this lighthouse, right? But when he's got to the top and looked out and seen how high he is,
he shat his pants.
He's fucking got so scared. And if you can imagine a giant lighthouse, all covered in kids, and all the parents circled around the bottom,
ready to catch him,
ready to catch these kids. And this kid from the top of the lighthouse just starts pissing his pants, and it just starts splattering off every piece of this lighthouse. And piss is shooting everywhere. And Nikita and I are just like, we're trying to quietly shout to both our kids, get the fuck off the lighthouse. And we're trying to like reach them and shit.
You weren't up there
we were on the ground dodging the piss, but like it was the hilarious part I found was watching, I saw at least 2 parents cop drips and be like, what the fuck was that? And then they've realised they're copping piss. And one dad was so angry, he was like shaking his, because he had his thongs in his hands, he's like shaking piss off his thongs.
Just copped some piss.
Oh my God.
But I felt so bad for the kid. He was just up the top, so scared with piss in his pants. And
that's a legit thing. Oh man, I was pissing myself.
Yeah.
I was like
fuck.
People actually do
And
that.
how long did it take for his parents to...
His dad, maybe a minute after this happened, and like everyone started to see the chaos that was happening.
Right.
The dad sort of looked up and he's like, oh, come back down. And he's like, I can't. And he's like, well, I'm not fucking climbing up there and getting you. And then it was just awkward watching that as well. And then this dad had to like angrily, like he was a big dude as well. He had to angrily like climb up this lighthouse like King Kong and just pull his kid down.
Big dude as in jacked or like big dude?
No, like pretty tuppy. But yeah.
Heavy set.
Yeah. Yeah, poor kid, eh? But
yeah, fuck yeah.
I just love the image of piss splattering off playground equipment onto parents.
Why would you feel like you need to quietly tell your kids to get down? Like,
I didn't want to make a deal. I didn't want to be like, that kid's pissing. Everybody run.
It's raining piss.
I didn't want to make him feel worse than he obviously already did.
Loser.
And like anyone on the playground was so unsuspecting. They didn't realize, like they couldn't
so
view
how many
the entire
kids do you think got
situation.
pissed on?
Oh, probably at least 5.
That kid had a full bladder.
Yeah, there was a lot of piss.
Fuck.
Our kids didn't cop any, luckily.
That's good.
But then after that all happened, they wanted to keep climbing up, and we're like, no, we're going home. So it's like, exactly. So anyone that came like half an hour later would be like, "What smells like piss?"
I'm sure it's not that bad.
There's a lot of piss.
Speaking of kids everywhere, your
Smooth.
mad transition. Westy had was it 6th birthday?
Yeah.
6th. Yeah. So your son had his 6th, and it was cake time, and before the cake came out, Nikita's like, nobody sing happy birthday.
Oh, yeah.
And all of a sudden I was like, wow, that's some bad parenting. Stitching up the kid.
Wait, did you say like out loud or in your head?
In my head. And then she goes, it's his request. He doesn't want anyone to sing happy birthday. I'm like, fair enough. I was like, well, whatever. So the cake came out. Candles got lit. He blew them out.
No, hang on. I don't know if I can do that.
Wait. He blew them out, and then everyone was like clapping, like, yeah, sweet. And I was like, fuck, that was sick.
Yeah.
Skipping the happy birthday thing, I'm so on board with that.
It's good, eh?
I
agree.
think Westy started something.
Why?
It was just...
that's
so
I hate it.
I hate happy birthday.
I hate getting sung happy birthday.
And you know what I hate about it is there's always some dickhead who harmonizes. There's someone everywhere. It's just like someone singing like the perfect harmony to the happy birthday.
Really?
So it's not fucking Australian Idol. Man.
I hate it when the song. I hate it when the song finishes.
Would you rather it sound terrible?
Yes.
No.
It has to sound off pitch and gross.
No.
Always.
Yeah.
If someone's making it sound good, they've practiced.
There's
For sure.
I hate it when the loud, aggressive uncle, like you think the song's finished, and then he's like, hip hip, and then you've got to sit through 3 cheers. And it's like,
Who does that? Who at a birthday party?
Is it supposed to do that?
Is it the person who's holding the cake or hosting the party, or is it just the most obnoxious person saying?
Anyone.
Yeah.
Because sometimes there's like 7 people saying it. Like, no, it's me.
I remember at Westy's first party.
Start saying out of time just to fuck people up.
No.
I always do a 4th one.
I remember at Westy's first birthday. I forget, somebody said it to me before we brought the cake out. They're like, it's the dad's job to do the hip hip hoorays at the end.
What?
And I'm like, oh, fuck, because I hate talking in front of people.
But I just do that all the time now.
So we finished the fucking song, and then I've gone to do it, but somebody else has done it. Somebody else just jumped straight in. I forget who it was. And they're just like, 3 cheers for Westy. And I was like, oh, you're his father now.
I don't think it matters.
I don't think it matters. Either,
what
that was the only time I've gone, like, I've even thought about it, really.
Kenzie likes doing it. I was like, really nuts.
What's Hip Hip Hooray? Is that a war thing? Like, we've won the battle or something and everyone does, like, the hoorays?
I don't know. I'll Google it.
No.
Do it. We need to find this out. Because that was a fact that popped in my head and I was like, did I make that up? Or did I hear that?
So we have had a bunch of kids' parties lately. Last week. And we're at one and one of the kids' friends was like, oh, it was like cake time. You know, it's like cake time, so round up the kids for cake.
Yeah.
And I was like, trying to wrangle the kids like towards the table for the cake. I was like, it's cake time, go. It's like, that one's not a good one. That's not a good one. There's better ones in there. She's like, she goes, I don't like cake, but I'll go sing the song and then I'm going to go play. I'm like, all right, whatever. Okay.
What are you looking for?
Something to drink.
Are we addressing this?
Did you? Have you?
That's the
What's
rape
happening
rum.
here?
That's the rape rum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sold.
You can't say rape.
Oh my god, I'm gonna get cancelled just like old mate.
But
Can I have some ice while you're there, please? I'll probably have a whiskey soon.
Have you broken
hate
your
you
drought?
passing
Or what's
me up.
happening?
Yeah, I'm curious as to what is going on now.
I'll explain later.
What do you mean later?
I finished pouring my rum.
We need the pinnacle. Oh man.
So what were you talking about?
Uh,
I've interrupted the story.
Pretty much. It was
Just
just saying
touching on
that
birthday
there
shit
was
again.
the kid that said when I was trying to get her to like go to the table to go do the happy birthday have cake thing. She's like, I don't like cake, but I'll sing the song that I'm going to go play. Like, yeah, fine. I know my obligations.
So apparently it originated as nautical practice.
For what?
Oh fuck.
It's fine.
Nautical practice.
Yeah.
Let's practice our nauticals.
No, it's like not that. You fucking want that.
Marco. Bolo. Hip hip. Hooray.
Fuck yeah. So what's happened here? Are we addressing this, or is this a
It's called depression.
turn the cameras off?
It's called depression.
I know those feels.
I was just like, today we're
Fuck it.
house hunting and Katie. Well, we stopped at we had to fill some paperwork out to like put in an offer for this house, and we stopped at the brewery at what was it, Yandina or something? Cool little place. And then Katie's gone to the. As we're driving in, it was like hot as weather and shit. And I'm like, this would be like the perfect day for a beer. And she took that as he wants a beer.
Yeah.
And like, obviously, I'm not drinking this year. And then I sat down. She goes, I'm gonna go get a.
Can't say that anymore.
She goes, I'm gonna get some water. So she went to the bar and came back with like a pot of beer. And then she put it in front of me, and I was like, "Is this non-alcoholic or something?" And she goes, "Oh shit, I just by habit bought you a beer." I was like, "Okay." She goes, "Oh fuck it, I'll have one with you, and no one has to know." So I'm like, "Oh, today's my free pass, so I'm gonna have a rum."
Yeah, nice.
And I feel like I've overpoured that.
So you're just having a one
Because I'm not drinking this year, but
Well, I broke.
for
I broke
February 18th.
Yeah, I broke the year on day one because it was New Year's
Yeah, that's
Day,
right,
and I was
yeah.
like, no drinking for the year. And I went to a mate's house, and then he's like, "Oh, do you want an Asahi?" I'm like, "Nah, I'm all good." And then he breaks one anyway, and he brings it over to me. I'm like, "Fuck, I'll start tomorrow."
So you're
Is that
just
what you're
doing
saying
one
today?
day.
I'll start tomorrow.
I'm treating myself.
Okay, well, hey,
I don't
don't have to
care.
explain it to
Stop
me.
getting
I was
offended, guys.
just curious.
Don't worry.
Yeah, there's no
I
real
didn't know if I should be like slapping the glass out of your hand or something.
Give me back your chip.
I want a chip, eh? That'd be sick. I want to. I need to go to AA. Was it AA club or what?
It's not a club.
or an AA meeting or whatever.
don't
Like
know.
join
Yeah.
fucking club membership.
Do you think it works here
Just
the
like
same
it.
as like you see in?
I feel like if I had a chip around my neck, it was like 20 days sober, I'd feel good.
I don't think you wear it around your neck, do you?
Nah, some people keep them in their pockets.
It's probably
and shit
like
like
Okay,
fucking
yeah.
app you download now.
I think
Scan your app here.
I think a fair few like churches and shit do it on like a Wednesday night or something.
You look into this, have you?
No, just a story. I think another dark story from my childhood that we shouldn't go into this week.
Okay, not too far.
Yeah. So, but yeah, there is AA in Australia. To answer your questions.
Did you watch that video I sent?
No, I didn't.
No, not the one, the McDonald's one.
No,
I want to know. Okay, that's just on Facebook. I don't know if you can open it.
Is that the link you put in our chat?
That's a different.
I just started adding shit to it then.
That's a different one.
How long's the video?
I don't know. I just want to know where you stand on it because originally I was like siding with the driver, and then I was halfway through. I was like, no, wait. I think I side with the.
Oh, I haven't watched that yet.
Okay.
Is that the McDonald's one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can send it to Instagram.
No, I got it here. Just trying to work.
Like
it.
this is going to be another heated debate.
No, it's a little bit dumb, but yeah, I just want to know where you stand on it.
Is it a setup?
Okay, we ready?
Do we need to pull that thing?
Pull what thing?
The chat. I don't know what's on it on the side.
Oh fuck.
It's got the N word in there.
Okay, ready?
Mac and what extra sauce?
Yes, extra inside the burger.
So what is that? Is that sauce?
That's extra sauce.
Is that sauce?
Yes.
Is that extra? Is that? Yes or no?
No. That's
if
extra.
You're not going to communicate.
This is
going to
separate.
communicate with me,
I'm communicating with you.
Is that sauce?
Yes.
Is it extra?
No, it's separate.
It's separate, but is it extra?
But it's not extra because the extra would be in the burger.
No, the extra. It doesn't matter if the extra's in the sky. It's extra.
The accent is
It
awesome.
doesn't matter. Oh, so now I'm funny to you.
Yes, you're funny.
Now I'm a laughing
No,
matter.
you're just
Now I'm
stupid.
a laughing. I'm
Yeah,
stupid.
yeah.
You are the stupid one. You are a fool. You are the one that said extra sauce. Why don't you specify I want extra sauce in the burger? Then
Because
maybe they understand what
it's common sense.
Common sense. You
It's
clearly
common
don't
sense.
have it. You clearly don't have it.
You don't have it.
You clearly don't have it. You are telling them extra sauce anyway. You clearly don't have it. Don't tell me about common sense.
Extra sauce in the burger is extra
You need
sauce in the
extra
burger.
brain. How about that? That's what you need.
You need extra manners in customer
Extra
service.
manners. You order Big
I
Mac
guess.
and what?
I think the guy in the car is right. If you say extra sauce, you want extra of what exists, and that's extra sauce on top of what's there, which is on the burger. If you say sauce on the side, you have to specify anything on the side.
I feel like I agree.
I don't know.
Because if I'm trying to think of when I've ordered extra something.
Okay, if you say extra pickles, do they put them on the side? If you say extra cheese, do they put it on the side?
I don't know.
No. It makes sense, but if they say extra sauce and he puts it in a fucking container,
But you don't need
it's
like, but you can
Like if
you can
like,
buy the sauce on its own though.
like if you went to Subway and they're like, want any extra avocado, bacon, or cheese, and they just start slapping the avocado on the paper, I'd be pretty shitty.
Okay, you're bringing me back around.
I think they both have a good point.
I
but
think-
common sense
But I was-
would suggest.
Because, like, I don't know how old this video is, but like now I think if you go to order, it'll be like on the burger, modify the burger.
Yeah, that's probably true. Because I know you can buy like Big Mac sauce in
Yeah, a
little
tub.
now.
It's extra sauce.
So
Have you seen there's a Coles called a Coles sauce?
It's so
called
good.
Burger sauce.
Yeah. It's
oh
so
yeah,
good.
yeah. I've never tried it.
It's 100% just Big Mac sauce.
Yeah, right.
The Coles
I'll drink that
burger pickles are McDonald's pickles too.
Coles burger pickles.
Yeah, they're just called burger pickles.
What's that? Like a
It's
a
like
can?
a Coles brand jar, and it just says burger pickles.
Oh, true. Like
Like-
they're sliced.
Yeah, they taste just
okay.
like McDonald's pickles.
Is a pickle a gherkin?
Do you really want to go there?
No, I don't.
A pickle is a cucumber.
We went
It's a
through
pickled
this.
cucumber. I fucking hate the fact they call them pickles.
Why?
Because if you pickle an onion, what's that called? Pickled
Onion.
onion. Why is it not called a pickle?
It is.
That's called a pickled onion.
So what? You'd rather be called gherkin? I hate that word.
I love gherkin. Just rhymes with jerkin.
Yeah, I think I'm with the dude in the car for sure.
Now I'm divided again. I was with the dude in the car, and then I watched it, and I was like, maybe I'm not with the dude in the car.
I feel sorry for the Macca's worker.
It doesn't matter if it's in the sky.
While you're on videos, I sent one to our chat.
Oh yeah.
Which chat's
The-
this?
the
We've
notes.
got
I think
we've
the
got notes.
The
We've got
notes
face-
chat.
The notes chat.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, give me 2 minutes.
I don't know if
to get
that's
that up
hard.
there.
That's harder. Like I get it's good, but I don't know.
What's good?
The notes chat I like, but I also think it's hard to pull up on when it's doing it live.
I wasn't sure what's easier for you on your
Is
laptop.
it? They've just got China and then a link. Is that it?
No, is it right down the bottom? There's like a video. Or is it
Oh
not
yeah,
updated?
yeah. There's something.
We can go to
else
the China
still-
link after.
It's still loading.
Okay.
It's fine.
You could go the China Link one if you want.
Maybe we do that while we're waiting for that bottom link.
Did you know that China has been equipping their soldiers with helmets that have a self-destruct button? Let me repeat that. Chinese soldiers stationed in Tibet are being issued helmets that have self-destruct buttons. You press the button, and a bomb that's embedded in the helmet goes off and kills the soldier. In fact, Chinese state-run media published an article bragging about these new helmets, writing, quote, "If a soldier is seriously wounded and doesn't want to be captured, he can activate the self-destruct function himself. This can maintain his dignity." However, the soldier is now the only one who can activate the function. The report also mentioned that a commander who oversees the soldier can activate the helmet as well. And so what's the reason for all this? Well, the Chinese military has been, over the last several years now, struggling with soldiers deserting. And thus far, they've been using severe punishments against deserters.
Just take the fucking helmet off. Why are you going to wear the helmet?
Banning them from attending school, from operating a business, and even from getting a passport. And now,
it's not
they will
fucking
be forced
sore.
to fight, or otherwise they will be killed by
Okay.
their commander. Is this an example of the communist disregard for human life?
If you're going to be a deserter, you take the helmet off. You don't keep wearing it.
Yeah. It's a simple clip.
Yeah, it's not the friggin' saw thing that's strapped to your head that's going to, whatever it is.
In the old days,
Bear
like
trap.
back in like Chinese tradition, it was like put the sword in your stomach and like reach it to the
Japanese.
side and up. Okay, same thing.
Part like for some reason I just
The other
pictured-
Asian.
Me like that. Your cousins.
I just pictured like some like Chinese soldier finally stumbling across, say, like Saddam Hussein for argument's sake,
Just headbutt charges him.
and for whatever reason there has to be a long negotiation going on with Saddam. But for like the office can just see he's standing there talking to Saddam for ages. So like, would they just blow his helmet up and kill him?
To kill
Kill Saddam as well?
assuming he wasn't dead.
Yeah.
But then, okay, ready? Here we go. Defeat the Chinese army. Whatever nation they're fighting, they hack their helmets and just kill their whole army.
Yeah, that's true.
It's pretty freaking laser beams and shark heads.
Like,
This
the
video
activate it yourself thing,
Send it in the normal chat.
I don't think it's that terrible. It reminds me of things like, I don't know if this ever actually happened, but hear about people like, or I don't know if they're called operatives or whatever, that like would take suicide pills or whatever.
Oh, cyanide.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Astronauts have them.
how is this?
Do they?
Astronauts.
Yeah, they have cyanide pills. So, like, if there's a crazy thing happening in spaceships, they can
Like
just be
what?
like, I don't know, like there's a leak and they're going to fucking bloat to death. They can just take a cyanide pill and die.
If
Or
some-
if they get trapped in space, like they're floating around, like their fucking umbilical cord came.
Or if
just-
somebody walks into the production studio while they're filming another moon landing.
Oh, who are you, mate? Eddie Bravo?
Someone takes a shit in their suit and they didn't mean to. Yeah, that's what I think that's a little bit like. But I think it'd be. I feel like it seems so risky to, if it.
If you go to scratch your head and you forget you have the helmet on, you like press the button.
I'm sure it's not easily accessible. You're like out in the field and people are like, boom, boom, boom.
It's a certain tap. It's like,
And
Oh,
why
I've
would you
seen this.
scratch your head through your
have
helmet?
seen this.
I have seen this too.
okay, well,
We can watch it.
let's just watch it for the sake of the podcast.
Okay.
It's cool. Do you know where this is?
I watched it about 5 times and realized there's more than one snake. So I saw two tails.
To be honest, I didn't watch it all the way to the end. I think I saw it to there.
That was the fucking
I
coolest part.
see.
I'd rather that than like a red belly black in my yard.
We had this weird like possum wallaby.
Oh, yeah,
looking
they were probably
thing.
fucking, you know.
It's a head and 2 tails, yeah, mating in the roof. In fact, they had to like destroy their
Actually,
house
yeah.
to get
So
it
that
out.
skinnier one, I think
Here we go, snake facts.
I think it's the male. I think the smaller ones are usually male.
I've got no idea. I just hate all of them.
Anyway, it just reminded me of Anaconda, the movie.
Sick segue. You could have just brought that up without a snake video.
They sent me a picture the other day of his. So they live like just on property. They live. I don't know, somewhere inland,
Yeah.
towards Toowoomba, and sent me like a picture of this giant snake skin hanging off. Like, just he woke up in the morning and it was there, and he's like, "Oh,
I hate that shit. I had to go measure a job during the week, and it was out rurally, and I was busting for a piss, pulled into this toilet, and it was just like Like I swear it would have been like Snake Central.
All your stories start off like that.
Yeah.
By the way,
It was just like I walked in.
You got a lot of toilet
It was
stories.
just dark and there was like wooden rafters and shit. And I'm like, I guarantee I'm going to start pissing and the snake's just going to drop down. But it didn't.
I used to have an investment home, and my tenants whinged to me that there was a snake skin in the yard. Like I had control over nature. They're like, do you know there's like a 2 meter snake skin in our yard? And I'm like, okay. And it's just this awkward silence of like, did you want me to like fucking...
Shall I come and remove it for you?
Do I need to negotiate with the snakes for you?
We fucking, the other week, that's sort of related. The snakes reminded me this chick had lizards. But,
What kind of lizards?
you know, at Westie's party, the party favors we did were like these little, what were they?
Geckos?
Nah, you know, you pour the white stuff and it hardens and you can... Okay.
Plaster of Paris?
Yeah. Plaster of Paris. That's
Pikachu's.
it. Not cum.
No, you pour the white stuff.
Yeah. So Nikita found some chick that did that. So we had to pick him up the day before Westie's party. So we go there. And then fucking...
What did you have? What?
So Westie's obsessed with Pokemon at the
Okay.
moment. So each kid at the party got like a paintable Pikachu fucking thing.
Nice.
So we go to the chick's house and Nikita goes, I'll just run in and get it. So she goes in and it was in not a great area near us. So I've got the kids in the back.
Does it start with E and end with B?
No, it starts with W and ends with E.
Oh.
So I drop all the windows, turn the radio down so I can hear a scream if I need to. And then... Well, Nikita was in there for so long.
If she screams, what are you going to do? Leave the kids in the car? What's the
I
action?
was,
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know, I was planning that out. I didn't get to an answer. So Nikita comes like back out to the car and she goes, oh, kids, come inside. And I'm like, oh, what's going on here? So the kids go inside.
James, you stay in the car.
They're in there for like another 5 minutes. And then Nikita comes out. She's like, oh, you might as well come in. They're going to be a while. And I go inside and it's
So they're
just...
making the Pikachus?
No. So this chick has her double garage kitted out in every character you can fucking think of.
Wow.
That's cool.
And
You're like, I have a
Like
business
Pokemon
idea.
or like everything?
hey,
Like
everything.
everything,
Like
okay.
Paw Patrol, fucking
Yeah.
everything.
Does she send away for like stencils or something? Or
Was that?
It's your laptop.
I think she has a 3D printer and she
Prints and molds
the
and
molds
sick.
and then does it in that.
It's a good idea.
So her kids were away with her husband motorbike riding or some shit. She didn't want to go. So she was just home alone and lonely and she convinced Nikita to become her new best friend. And they were just talking for ages. She's getting a tour of all this. And then I was bored as fuck. So I'm like, oh, we got to go. We got some other shit to get ready for the party.
3D printed dildo in the garage.
I'm like, we got some other shit to get ready for the party. Anyway, we start to make our way out and she goes, like, she was lonely as fuck. And she's like, do you kids like animals? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, fuck. So then we go out the back. We like meet our 2 dogs. We meet our cat. We meet our bird.
The fuck?
And then
happening?
we go to leave again. And she's like, I've got lizards. And I'm like, oh my God, like we don't want to fucking be here right now. And she goes and gets like these 2 little blue tongue lizards. And like she starts making my kids pat them. And I'm like, we've got to go. We've got shit to do. And it was just
We have
fucking...
toads in our yard we can look at.
She just wouldn't let us leave. It was so awkward.
Fuck yeah. But you got your Pikachu heads.
We got him.
Got them.
Why are you looking confused?
No, I don't know. I think it's a good idea.
Adrian's like, what's her name? Where's she live?
You think it's a good idea? Yeah. It is a good idea. I thought that as well. But then I started doing the cost evaluation on the drive home because I asked Nikita what she paid. And I wouldn't sit there pouring fucking plaster all day for what we paid.
Depends
But
how
it's not
many.
like you just pour it and leave it though.
Is it a hobby or is it a career?
You cut opals, right?
Is this your real job? Yeah. I should have asked that. She's coming on next week to tell us all about
Sick.
plaster of Paris.
Damn, I'm away.
No, I don't know. I didn't ask her if that's her full-time job. She had like a little craft sign out the front of her house and shit like that. So I don't know. Who knows?
Can you Google something for me?
Yeah.
Can you type in child spine handbag?
What?
It's a thing
Don't
that's
do it.
legit.
Don't do
apparently.
it. Don't do it.
Images?
If you want, yeah. So these are legally sold handbags made with real children's spines.
That's
I think
pretty
there's more
fucked.
to
Yeah,
it, though.
I think they're medically donated,
Okay.
but they're legit.
What's the bag made out of?
Tongue.
sacks.
No, I think it's tongue. no shit. It's made out of like animal tongue or something.
Really?
Yeah, maybe hit a wiki, but I just found that fucked up.
That is pretty fucked up.
Could you imagine walking into Coles with that?
Ethnically sourced. I think it's
Alligator tongue. There you
Yeah,
go.
ethnically sourced child spine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How?
Depends on which country, I guess.
What do you mean? It's not that they're going to kill kids and
what I'm saying.
rip that. It's not.
As if anyone would harm kids for a profit.
I know who's going to be doing a set in the next heat for Raw.
Bring my hand back.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty fucked up. I googled a weird thing today.
Yep.
Do you guys know when Santa's birthday is?
Ooh, good question.
Birthday?
Yeah, did you know Santa has a birthday?
Oh, of course.
Shit, I didn't think he was
Nah.
Saint Nick.
Nikita, I don't know. What the fuck is that?
the fuck out of me.
Rochi. It's our guest. Our guest is late.
Yeah, Nikita called me. She was driving somewhere with the kids to the shops or something. She's like, can you do me a favour? I'm like, yeah. She's like, Google when Santa's birthday is. Westy won't stop asking. And I'm like,
Let me think. Let me have a guess. There's 1 in 365.
yeah. I feel like you won't get it. I wasn't expecting it to be this.
April 17.
No,
May 10th.
no.
Fuck.
March 15th.
How's that any different to any other date? What was that like?
Is it
Actual
it's
Saint
actual
Nick?
Saint Nick, right? It must be.
There is an actual Saint
No,
Nick.
that's his birthday.
Oh,
That
yeah,
one is-
yeah.
But the Santa we know now is the ghost of Santa. Or Saint Nick as a ghost. Is there any photos of Saint Nick, or is it before camera times?
Santa Claus. According to the blog email, it says.
Facts. Has Snopes looked at this? Or?
Oh, there you go. St. Nicholas Day.
There you go.
Oh, is Saint Nicholas from the 1700s?
Apparently.
Is there a sketch of him? I guess he Santa.
What if he looked exactly like what Santa looks like? Oh, kind of.
I bet he looks way different than what Santa looks like.
That's kind of like Santa.
Which one? That one.
He looks like a Nazi in that one.
That one there. Looks like. Oh, yeah, he does, doesn't he?
Yeah, he looks like someone who belongs in a cornfield.
Wait, he does what? Look like Santa or look like a Nazi?
Oh, that one there with the crosses. Add
Yeah,
some
that's-
tags to those crosses.
No.
Why has he got such a big head?
He looks not American like normal Santa. Like a skinny white dude with the beard.
What do you got against skinny white dudes?
I don't know, like Santa's been
It's your kind.
so Americanized. Just like
Yes.
diabetes Santa.
So,
Beer gut Santa.
most things have been Americanized.
And there's like Santa Pope down the bottom there. The cane.
Fucking hell.
Hey, have you guys seen that new zombie series that's out?
I was literally about to tell you guys I've watched 2 movies this week.
What?
Whoa.
No, we'll go this.
No,
No, go that first, because is that...
This leads into something that
What's the
could,
zombie series? What's it called?
The Last of Us.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
yeah, it's based on a game.
Nikita and I
Yeah,
want to
I'm
watch
refusing to watch it.
It's pretty fucking
No, I
good.
know, but I want to play the game first. And I haven't. I started.
Don't?
Don't. No.
Oh, you can.
Don't
It's
tell me
based
not
on
to.
the game.
Yeah.
There's a woke episode, but it doesn't matter.
It's a woke episode, but I just ignored that one.
Actually, no. Yeah. Anyway,
Don't spoil it.
where are we going? Like, who's doing the story?
You go first, since you started first.
Well, it wasn't about that. I bought that. So, has anyone watched it?
No. Nikita and I want to, but we're going to wait until it's all
Until he
done.
plays the game.
Something popped up because, like, when that came out, everyone's talking about zombie fucking trends again. Something popped up about an actual protocol that the government has in America, just in case there is a zombie apocalypse. That's an official thing that they've thought of, and it's called Conplan 8888.
I hate.
No
It
shit.
sounds so
Google it.
conspiracy.
No,
sounds-
Google it.
No,
I know,
no.
it sounds dumb, but when I saw it, I Googled it and was like, oh, okay.
Oh, I don't like. I don't like how.
I know.
When I saw it, I googled it. I don't like that.
Well, I don't know. I had to go Conplan, as in, yeah.
Also known as the counter-zombie dominance.
It's like they've just made a little thing just in case,
That's
the odd
Wikipedia.
chance. Hey, Wikipedia's facts, man.
But wasn't there... Remember years ago, everyone thought there was a zombie outbreak and people were just eating bath salts?
Because they're literally eating faces off,
Yeah.
jumping through windshields.
So where the fuck was Conop 8888 then?
It was
Wait, they can't even get it right. What's happening? At the top,
Conop.
big bold, Conop 8888. First
Conop.
line, con plan 8888.
Yeah, it's like initials for some shit. But
Have it be consistent.
I know. Conop, operation and plan. Yeah, fuck. All right, fact checked.
Legit. What are the actual references?
Yeah, like I just read
What's
that
wrong
it
with
was just a
Pentagon's
thing.
plan zombie apocalypse. Pentagon has a plan to stop.
Yeah, the Pentagon have
Is
a
it
plan just in
people's
case. It's just a plan in place just in case people fucking turn
It doesn't know.
zombies.
There's nothing in there about the plan. It's all.
Did you guys?
I'm sure.
CNN,
I'm sure you could
CNBC.
probably find the plan and read it.
Did you guys see? I saw it yesterday, the day before. And it's going to take me way too long to re-find it. So just believe all the facts.
I can't.
You know the whole fucking spy balloon thing at the moment.
Yeah,
So that's fair enough. But did you see the US fighter jet that shot down one in flying from like over Canada to the US or something? And it turned out to be like a $12 like hobby balloon or something. Like
That's
the
so
club.
good.
It was a club.
at the start they were like, "We've shot down a car. It was a car size,
Something
or
like that,
And
yeah.
they're like, "We don't know its propelling system. Like they don't know how it moves. Everyone's thinking, oh, it's like anti gravity, but
Yeah.
they're like, we legit just don't know what it was. We don't know how it was moving. It was like wind flow.
Was it just a big balloon?
It was a hobby club balloon that went missing, and they're like,
And
maybe it went missing around that area
Yeah.
that it got reported it was shot down.
Just imagine wasting a missile on that.
They said it cost $400,000 to
Yeah.
send a jet out to shoot it down.
Yeah.
Did they miss?
I thought they shot it.
Okay.
That's what I thought.
Or
I
maybe
don't know.
the joke was maybe if they missed it would cost like $800,000 or something.
Yeah, maybe. Who fucking knows?
yeah, because I have to send another one out.
Yeah.
But yeah, the two movies I've watched this week,
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys have seen either of them.
Oh, come on.
Probably have. Like back in the 90s.
Have you? No, they're
New movies.
relatively new. Have you seen The Black Phone
I've seen the like commercials for it.
trailer? Yeah.
I haven't seen the trailer. I've just seen it pop up.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah.
Any good?
It's better than I expected. It was one of those ones Nikita's wanted to watch for ages, and we finally put it on last night.
I'll watch it.
It's pretty good.
Is it a
It's
streaming service one?
yeah, it's on Netflix. So it's typical like child abduction movie, but it's like a different spin on it.
I'll find you. And I will kill you.
Yeah, it's like a horror / like abduction movie.
What's the other one?
It's I'm not gonna.
No, don't. Okay, next.
I do want to watch it.
Yeah,
And?
it's pretty good.
Oh,
The second one is probably one of my favorite movies I've seen. in a
oh
while.
my goodness.
Yeah.
That's high rating.
Better than Matrix?
And it's
oh,
been-
wait. I haven't seen that.
And I feel like it's probably because
Better than
I'm a
that.
massive Jonah Hill dick rider.
Okay.
But
He's
have you
good,
seen
though.
You People? His new one with Eddie Murphy. It's so
You
fucking
People?
good. Yeah, it's called You People.
Not yet.
So good.
Guessing it's comedy.
Yeah. Basically, Jonah Hill starts dating
It's like black comedy.
Eddie Murphy's daughter,
Okay.
and it's all about a white guy trying to
Yeah.
fit in with a black
With
family.
you people.
Yeah. So it's all about that. And we're just watching it.
Nice.
And like Nikita reckoned I liked it because it was all undertones of my life. Because it starts off with like Jonah Hill, and then he's like, all right, I'm going to go to work. And he just goes to this, like, his little podcast he has with his friend in the spare room. And then he goes,
One's black.
Yeah. And then he goes to his real job during the week, and he just like complains about how much he hates it and how he's going to quit and shit like that. And it's fucking, yeah, it's pretty funny. You should watch it. I was scared that like Eddie Murphy's big comeback wasn't going to like live up, but he was good? Pretty good in it, yeah.
If Eddie Murphy, like, just does anything and just stays how he is, he'll
Yeah.
be fine.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, there's no, like, thing he has to live up to apart from himself.
See the thing that.
Andrew Schultz is in it as well.
Oh, really? That's cool. About Bruce Willis having dementia.
Yeah, I saw
Yeah.
that.
Nuts.
Is that like making it back in the news again? Because that was a while
He had
ago.
something a while
I think it was
ago.
officially announced
Yeah.
only recently.
Because
I think he had
some
like
other
the-
diehard. My brother was saying last night. He said I saw his two last movies and they fucking sucked. Like
What were
they
they? What were
only
the- I don't
made
even know
it
what they
because
were.
it was him in it.
I don't think I've seen a Bruce Willis film, to be honest.
Ever? You haven't seen
Maybe.
Die Hard?
What are some
Shit.
big ones? Nah,
I've never seen
Oh,
Die Hard
I-
either. I honestly,
Yes.
I'm
I'm done.
so yeah. It got worse. I've seen like
What's his other big one?
The Sixth
I know he's
Sense?
like in every.
Sixth Sense. There's
never
one
seen
Mercury
Sixth Sense.
Rising.
Unbreakable.
You haven't seen Mercury Rising?
No,
Fuck.
I don't even know. I've never even heard of that.
Really?
Yeah,
It's like about an autistic kid as well.
that's true. I'll watch it.
You can relate.
Have you seen Unbreakable?
I don't think I've seen the whole thing. I remember it like popping up on TV back in the days when movies. The only time we watched movies was when it was on like Thursday night movies. Channel 10.
What's another big Bruce Willis movie? I'm sure there's lots. And I
Yeah,
can't
there
think
was
of any now.
the biggest ones were look up his IMDb,
Pull that up.
LMNOP. Pretty sure it's like his biggest things were Die Hard.
I'm sure it's
It was Unbreakable, Mercury Rising, and there's probably a Christmas movie. He's an action hero.
Die Hard.
Oh yeah, Die Hard's a Christmas movie.
Pulp Fiction,
Oh
Moonlight.
yeah. Oh, how
Sixth Sense.
stupid. How can you not think about Pulp Fiction?
Never
I
seen
don't
it.
remember him in that. I remember watching that and fucking hating it because I didn't understand it.
Watch it again.
He's in 145 films.
Wait, what was the latest one? What was the one that you said was not great?
Detective Night,
Sounds fucking
Oh,
terrible.
Paradise City.
Sounds terrible.
There's 3 Detective Nights. I'm assuming that's a shit one.
There's 3 of them and I've
Yeah,
never heard of
Made
it.
them
so-
all within a year of each other.
Yeah, that's not great.
Wrong place. White Elephant.
They made them all at the same time. What's his biggest ones? You're not even on the right website.
Yes, I am.
It's
This
on
is IMDb.
Oh wow.
It's because you only look at things on a phone, right?
Yeah, true.
Um,
Click iPhone layout. Known for, okay. Yeah, Die Hard.
yeah, that's what I
That's
read
what he
just
looked
before.
Moonlighting's a comedy, isn't it? Pulp Fiction and what's
Sixth
the other one?
Sense.
Sixth
I've
Sense.
never watched The Sixth Sense because I feel like, and correct
the
me,
ending?
yeah, would it
I-
ruin the whole movie?
A little bit.
Probably, but I remember because it was a horror movie that came out when I was young. I was too scared to like fully watch it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I remember it was like I could probably watch it now. There's still I still cannot watch The Candyman.
Can't you?
Yeah, it was one that fucked me.
Can
as a
you
kid.
say it into the mirror?
Nah, fuck no. Am I psycho? What if, man? What if?
What do you mean?
Why wouldn't I? Why would I?
Cause it's fun.
We used to do it at parties and shit.
But what
like,
if-
in like grade 6 and 7? There was Candyman and there was another one you'd do. I forget. And
Biggie Smalls.
And then the lights cut out.
But yeah, you could never get that third one out, just in case.
Yeah.
Isn't it 5 times or 3 times?
I don't know, whatever it was.
I just
I
So
wasn't
wait,
always thinking about it.
you watched Black Phone and what was it?
You People.
You People.
I
You
started.
People is probably the sickest like filmed show I've seen in years.
Filmed show.
So it's just how they chop between scenes and stuff, and just like there's like a basketball game, and the way that they're just like chopping around the game and stuff, and it's all cool, sort of like not comic booky, but it's like
I know.
like
I know what you're saying.
like urban effects, like sort of flickering on the screen, and like it's just
Oh, yeah.
super cool. Like
like a
I
YouTube
loved it.
video.
I love the art.
not quite.
What do you mean? Okay.
I started.
Watch it.
Have you guys watched The Watcher?
Yeah. Nikita told me there's a season 2 coming out for that, and I'm like, how can there be a season 2?
Oh,
Have you finished it?
thanks. Nah, I'm 2 seasons in. 2 episodes in.
Okay, sweet. That's the one.
I've seen the second season.
Okay. We talked about it on the podcast, and that angered me. But if you haven't finished it, we can't talk about it until you
Okay.
finish it.
Shit, because you've probably given away the ending.
Yeah,
and
I
I've just
have.
forgotten
We've
about
said it on the. I think Jake was here when we were talking about it, and we we're both angry with how it ended.
Will not
And
listen
you
back.
said-
It's good until the last episode. I was roped in hard.
Well, I'm
Not
up,
to ruin it for you.
I'm up to. He just found out that the guy he met as like the building inspector was like the psycho who killed his family in their house. Well,
I don't remember it exactly now because it was probably like 3
It,
months ago.
it seems like it's. I thought it would be scary, like jumpy scary,
Yeah.
but none of it's. It's just like. And I can't. There's a couple comedic actors in there, like Shooter McGavin, and then
McGavin.
and the guy from Scrubs. He's like, "Hello, Laverne," like that guy. I'm like, there's too many comedic actors in it for me to take it seriously. Like,
That's the one where he gets the letters in the mailbox.
Yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah.
So what I didn't get is why not
2 episodes in. Just
Yeah, I don't think I'll ruin it because
Okay,
I
yeah,
thought
yeah.
this in episode 1.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
If some cunt is leaving weird letters in my mailbox and I don't know who it is, fucking set
thought
my
you were
iPhone up in the back of the letterbox filming or something.
No, because when he pulls letters out, they have a stamp, so they're being mailed to him.
Yeah, it's Harry Potter.
So it'd
Right?
just
Yeah,
be
I
the mailman
suppose.
giving it. Because I thought the same thing. Like they have that little kid setting up the cameras.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Finish it and then come and say that confidently.
Oh, I'm guessing it's the kid.
What kid? I don't remember the kid.
The kid.
I don't remember enough to go
the-
back and forth.
The African American with the dreads who's hooking up with the daughter.
Oh, I remember that. The
And
pool
that-
boy or whatever he is.
pool
Yeah.
boy, yeah.
I found a study. I know Adrian loves his study. I've had this on here for like 3 weeks now, but it hasn't come up.
Mm-hmm.
But I figured since it's just the OG crew, we can fucking talk about it.
All right.
James Cameron recreated the Titanic scene
Nice.
and confirms there was room for 2 people on the door.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
No, there wasn't.
So Rose killed Jack.
Need another drink.
I found a study, he says.
Did you say Rose killed Jack? Is that what you just said?
Yeah, isn't that their names?
Yeah. But did you just say Rose killed Jack?
Yeah. Well, she didn't let him on the door, did she?
Wait, what did
Fuck you, piece
Have
of
you
shit.
seen? Have you seen that cartoon? And it's like of Rose on the door, and Jack's like leaning on the side, and she's like, "Come on the door, Jack." And he's like, "No, I'm fine." And there's a mermaid under the water sucking him off.
Fuck it. That makes
yeah.
sense, though.
I guess it's confirmed then.
Stage the scene.
Did he... See, how much money did you put into this?
He's got way too much money. Didn't he go to the bottom of the ocean or something?
Yeah, he went to... Is he the one who did Avatar 2?
I think so, isn't it?
James Cameron?
Yeah,
He
yeah.
did Avatar, yeah.
The only reason I know he went to the bottom of the ocean is because South Park told me.
Did I send a video to you guys of the comedian who like asked the audience like the dude his name, and it was Jack Snyder, the director?
Don't think so. Do you remember
Let's
that?
see if I can find it.
What was that?
Because I was like, how do you recover
Tell
from
us
this?
when your headphones are back on.
I can't hear anything without my headphones.
I know, I sent you TikTok in the wild.
Oh, was that the train station?
Oh yeah, I saw that. I didn't click on it though.
No, how did you knew what it was just from that?
That made me feel sick.
What made you feel sick?
The
Watching
TikTok
those
on the
chicks
train
just
station.
do that, thinking you're going nowhere in life.
Oh.
I've had heaps of shit on this laptop and I don't even remember what some of these links are, so I'm just going to randomly open shit for a bit.
Oh, you. If you open the notes one, oh, actually, are you on Instagram?
I
Look-
can.
Look up.
My Instagram or the...
No, just go to
Podcast one.
Instagram
Oh, okay, yeah.
and search a page called Cock-a-Doodle-Doo.
How do you spell that?
Cock,
Yeah.
See?
a doodle, do. So Dave, when he used to work at Dracula's, he said on his
I got cock-a-doodle-doo 19.
no, how did you? Is it this?
Show me the picture.
No,
Can you not open notes on that computer?
you can.
I can. It just takes so long to load for some reason.
Oh no, this is something else. Fuck me. Anyway, so when Dave was working at Dracula's, in the middle of the show when he had like a break or before when he could like, so they'd do a part of the show and then each person I guess would have a little bit of time off where they weren't on stage and they could eat or whatever.
Mm.
He said he used to draw these pictures. It's a picture. He used to draw these pictures and send them to the kitchen with his like order of food.
Give him the phone so
Okay,
he can
I've got
like.
it now.
Okay,
Yeah.
you got it, there you go.
And these are like the doodles that he would do and send to the kitchen. They're like all like puns and
Dictation.
yeah. And he said, "Oh, some dude followed the page and got a tattoo of one of his pictures."
That's pretty good.
Fuck yeah.
So these are all from Dave.
Yeah,
Oh, did Dave do these?
yeah. On his like while he was waiting for his food to put his order in.
That's so good.
It's all dicks. and
Has it gone
balls.
viral?
No, he stopped doing it. I said you should bring this back. It's so funny.
It is funny.
That is good. That's something that would take off on the internet because the
100%.
internet is dumb. I did a dumb comment on a.
octopus.
I did a dumb comment on some magician's trick, and I'm up to 4,500 likes in like 3 days.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
It's still going up.
I didn't know comments can go viral. I'll see what it's at now. But
Go viral.
I can go viral. People are commenting on it too, and they're like, "Oh my god, pin this!"
Why?
Like, it was such a dumb comment.
Oh, I remember this one. This was a link I did.
Oh shit!
Holy shit.
Sorry.
Some cunt's trying to de-extinct the dodo and the mammoth.
How do you do that though?
I think they found DNA. Blah, blah, blah.
If you can, why not?
Recreate the mammoth, and a year later...
Do you implant the DNA into an elephant or a rhinoceros?
So how I think they would do it is like they take an embryo and then they inject the DNA into it.
Because they'd have to have like a living fetus,
know.
and then they'd have to like implant DNA strains into it, wouldn't they? Because they can't like implant the
They wouldn't do it
semen
into-
of the animal
No, they wouldn't
into
do
an
it
egg.
into a fetus. It would be into an egg, and you can take the DNA out and put new DNA, the nucleus out.
Would you have to put the DNA of that animal into an existing animal with DNA?
No.
You,
It's not into a whole animal. It's just a cell.
So could you... Stupid question. If I wanted to recreate a mammoth, could I just put it in like a chicken egg?
No,
Why?
it's a chicken egg.
just
is-
hatches with an elephant.
A chicken egg is like
That was the dumbest
Wait.
fucking thing I've ever thought
What?
in my life.
go.
No.
Say it.
I almost said, do elephants even come out of eggs?
They do if you put it in an egg.
Fucking hell.
Fuck yeah, that's so good.
Imagine that
Wait,
egg.
how did you? Wait, what was the thought process when you were like,
I don't
"Do
know.
elephants come out of the eggs?" And you're like, hang on a minute.
Feeling okay?
This is what happens when I try and like
That's
think of
so
smart
good.
shit.
That's so good.
What colour is space?
Actually, what color is it?
Black.
Is it black though, or is it just like the distance that's black?
It's
What?
not. It's not. There is no colour in space.
Yeah.
Black's not a colour. A black represents the non-existent
Do you think it would
reflection of light.
suck to die in space? Because you
I
see all the
think
Because
movies.
it's a vacuum.
Yeah, you see
Yeah.
all the movies and they literally like get their life sucked out of them.
I saw this thing. I think it was like 2 days ago. I swear the algorithm predicts what we're about to talk about. But anyway, it was someone asking an astronaut like what would happen in. Oh, it was Lex Fridman podcast, I think. Anyway, so he was talking to a guy about like what would happen if you die in space, if your helmet comes off or whatever. He was saying that like like holding your breath is the worst thing to do because the vacuum would like fuck you.
Right.
And he said you probably die like within 10 seconds or whatever, but it's fucked. Like you'd fully bloat and your blood would boil instantly and shit. Like it doesn't sound fun.
No, it doesn't.
No. I'd rather be eaten by a shark.
Fucking hell.
I found it. I'm gonna send it to you. I don't know if
What are you sending now?
the how do you recover from this?
From what?
We're going back to comedy.
I have a question for you too, Adrian.
Yeah, go.
Before we
I'm
go.
listening. I'm listening.
Oh, you can watch this first. What's this?
Nah, I'm going through links. So this chick died for 27 minutes.
Did she have brain damage?
She came back to life and scribbled this note.
She could have rounded up to 30, but whatever.
Yeah, what a fucking loser, eh?
My OCD. So what'd she do?
I forget
she
why I
died.
even-
When I put fuel in today, I was like, stopped it exactly on like a round number. I was so happy.
Do you guys ever look at your watch or phone and it's always like the same time of the day?
9/11. It's either 9/11 or 11/11.
Actually? Like,
Yeah.
really?
But
So-
they're the only things I notice because they're significant numbers in my life.
Yeah, so always when I look at my phone, it's 619. Like Rey Mysterio from
Represent.
WWE.
Oh, really?
Next
Yeah.
tattoo.
Uh,
16.
so yeah, she woke up from her coma. They gave her a pen and she
Oh.
just scribbled the words, "It's real."
What's real?
Well, that's-
And then she said it was so real. The colors were so vibrant.
so she
So
hallucinated.
yeah,
She had a trip.
She had
Oh,
And
that
that-
legit. It does say that. It legit says that.
what?
Can't
what
you
she
read that? It
scribbled.
says it's real.
I can see that it's real, but I feel you could also find lots of other words in there.
Wait.
Israel.
Israel.
Oh, wow.
Is
Okay, say the words "it's real" the way it's written.
what?
Allah.
What are you talking about?
It's a written retarded.
I can see 3 crosses,
I can see
like the story of Christ.
yeah, I see Traciel.
I see
That's what I read.
Ezekiel. No.
She's terrible.
She's terrible.
What's real?
You know what?
She didn't say
She
what
should have
it
stayed
was.
dead.
She
You got to go back to grade 3 and work on your handwriting.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's get back to dicks.
Did you send me something?
Yeah.
What's that on?
Podcast chat. Nah, like your message.
Like Facebook?
No.
Oh my god.
You were on Instagram, so I was like, it's easier.
We
You're
need to
already
come up
there.
with a system.
You were already there.
Yeah, I got it. Chill. Yeah.
We need a system of like what we're gonna talk about.
No, we don't.
Ollie,
No, this is.
Ollie,
Is
it?
dinner.
Yes, this is. I don't have YouTube Premium.
Adrian wants to watch the Optus.
Oh, I thought this was an ad launch.
It starts with yes.
I just saw a kid in a helmet. I was
Yeah,
like,
so how do you? I want to know your opinion as a open market. How do you come back from this?
You look annoyed that I asked you that. I was like, what's your name? He goes, Zach. Every time I meet a stranger, they always ask the same fucking question. It's like, hello? How many times do I have to answer this? Just wear a shirt that says Zach on it, dude. Oh, we're going to a crowd work show? That sounds like fun. No one better fucking ask me your name. I want them to just call me audience member. I don't want any kind of personal touch to it at all. What do you do for a living, Zach?
I'm a movie director.
What? Oh, I just blew it. Oh, no. Shit. Uh-oh. What kind of movies do you direct? All right, now you're lying. Get your story straight, Zach.
Like, what Zach movie directors have you ever heard of?
Zack Snyder?
That's
Are you?
me.
What? Someone pull up IMDb right now. Let me know how big I just fucked up.
100%.
100%. I could be Robin,
Oh,
right?
one I saw
Zach?
was
Zach.
Let's
I
stop
could
here.
be Robin. We need a Robin franchise, bud.
I feel like that makes the joke 100 times better. You don't have to come back from that.
So awkward.
That's
though.
sick. Yeah, that's sick. Guys.
Like, oh, that's so awkward.
That is pretty awkward.
The question I had for you: have you been watching the chemical incident in America? No. The train crash? No.
Oh, I heard about that yesterday.
Tell me about it.
It was a train carrying chemicals through a town I've never heard of, which is now like
It's in
famous.
Ohio, isn't it?
yeah.
Ohio?
There's
It's
probably
good. I
so
thought
many towns.
It was
in
called.
America
It
that
sounds
would-
like Palestine, but it's not. I think it's like Palestine, something fucked up. Anyway, it's like vinyl chloride or something, and it's like 10 carriages of this thing just fucking leaked out,
There you go.
and so it's been leaking into like the water system,
Okay. That's
and
bad.
it's killing all the fucking fish.
Yeah, that's bad.
And so they decided the best way to stop it leaking into the water is burn it off, which
That's
then
also bad.
it creates a byproduct, which is a different chemical, something else, chloride, I don't know, but it mixes with H2O, which turns into hydrogen chloride,
Yeah.
hydrogen, fucking,
Chlorine gas is bad for you. That can kill you.
what's the fucking, hydrochloric acid, that's what it turns
okay.
into in the air, so which is acid rain. And so all the fucking, it's just like crazy.
Somebody
And-
listened to Rogan yesterday.
No, who was on radio?
Oh, really?
I'm listening to other podcasts.
Oh, true, yeah.
But the thing is, like, the media's like blackout about it. The president won't talk about it and shit.
Yeah.
And everyone's just like, oh, it was a success. We just burnt off the chemical. It's fine. And it's like fucking everyone up. Now, all these videos of like dead animals are coming out. This lady's like, here's my chickens. And she filmed all her chickens just dead. And everyone's like, there's people, there's another video I saw yesterday. Someone threw a rock, like a big rock into a lake, and then all of the, the rainbow oil that comes up from chemical leaks, like just covering the lake. There's dead fish everywhere and shit. It's pretty crazy.
It is pretty crazy.
Everyone thinks it's going to be the new fucking, I don't know.
gonna be
In
bad
10 years'
for a
time,
while.
everyone's got all these fuck up issues, but I feel like it's just a thing everyone's going to forget about and nothing will come of it.
Well, I think the whole ecosystem will be wrecked for a while.
Yeah.
Maybe this is Conop 8888's time to shine.
This is when the zombies start.
It's con plan, okay?
Con plan, that was it.
Pick one. Matter.
Yeah, it's pretty fucked. I know nothing about it, but from what old mate was saying on Rogan, it sounds pretty scary.
Yeah.
But it was basically what you just said.
A lot of
How it's like
chemicals I've never heard of.
hydrochloric acid in the air.
Like, at the end of it, it ends up with acid rain. And there's like a video of this dude, and he's driving along, and he's like, "We just got rained on at this spot at this time," and his paint's all peeling off his car.
It's like it's Final Destination.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Wish that happened here. America's so interesting.
Did you guys see? Neither of you watch fucking sport, but
Excuse me.
did you see LeBron broke the like all-time scoring record like a week ago or whatever?
Is this
for
a
the NBA?
video of like all of his shots or whatever?
That was a
Nah, so
tribute
that
one.
was sick. But
I think I saw that just before I came here.
there was that, but the fucking photo that I kept seeing everywhere, I don't know, I did this link, but now, oh fuck, hang on. Why did that keep bouncing around? So it's this photo where he's taking his last shot. And this probably would have been good to bring up when we were at the start. Oh my God, Adrian, what is going on right now?
Right? Learn how to use a
But
computer.
every single fucking person, instead of watching the shot in person, just has their phones up. And the only person, oh Lord,
Yeah, okay, keep
Let me
going.
go
The only person.
the only person in the crowd that doesn't have their phone up is the inventor of Nike, who's just chilling there watching it.
Fuck yeah. He's old too. He's like, fuck a phone.
He's the only one who can't remember it.
I'm reading his book at the moment, and it's quietly making me angry.
The inventor of Nike.
Yeah,
Oh, really?
yeah, that's him there.
Is it Nike or Nike?
Nike.
I say Nike.
What does he say?
I don't know.
You're
because
reading
I'm
his book.
the book. He says what I say.
Audiobook.
I saw some video just popped up in my thing. It was like legit before I came here. And what's it called when they did the toss up at the start? Toss up? It's
ball?
old mates hit it back to one of the players, and he just walks it back to that exact spot, and he puts it down, and everyone just claps. And it was like a tribute to like
Kobe.
Kobe's
yeah.
like last the spot where he was. It must have been the same court,
Yeah,
the same goal he ever got. Goal.
Every game the week Kobe died, they did that, and then
Oh, true.
and whenever they took a free throw, they'd basically stop the clock at 24 seconds because that was his like number or whatever. There was like heaps of little tribute shit like that. But the thing that's making me angry about this Nike dude is
He's white.
so fair enough. He invented Nike, which is obviously a big achievement. But the whole like purpose behind the book was to try and explain how much of like a hustler he is and like how hard he worked to get Nike right. But from the start of the book, he goes, he didn't start thinking about Nike or anything until he was 24 years old. So he had finished high school, he went to college, got 2 degrees or something, then still didn't feel accomplished. So then he went to the army, then still didn't feel accomplished. So then he was sitting at home and he's like had this idea to start a shoe label, but he didn't know what to do. So he went and asked his dad for some money. So instead of his dad just giving him money to start Nike, he sent him on a full world like holiday, like to every major city in the world. And then he finally landed in Japan, got a deal done for the first initial shoes, which was like $3,000 or something. Sold those, didn't have any money for the next one, so went back to his dad again. And he's like, I need more money for more shoes. And this happened like 4 times. And his dad was basically just paying. And I'm like, this isn't how it works.
Yeah, you
like,
meant to come from like rags to riches.
Yeah. But like I'm finally at the part of the book where he's starting to go for like bank loans and shit like that.
Does
So
he
I
address
guess-
like the child labour, all the
No, yeah,
bad
no.
shit?
This is early days.
Okay.
So
What was Yeezys? Are they Nike? Are they
they're Adidas.
Adidas? Okay.
Yeah.
Are they still going?
I say that wrong too.
Do you say Adidas?
Yeah.
Do you?
I say Adidas.
I say Adidas.
I
I feel
that feels wrong now
my
that I've heard
Adidas.
Adidas.
You say Adidas.
No, I say Adidas in Australia, but whenever I hear about it, it's always from America. So like Adidas sounds
Yeah.
normal now. It's like.
Do you say Nike or
like-
Nike?
Nike.
I say Nike.
Do you?
Do you say Nissan or Nissan? People say Nissan. It's fucked up.
Nobody
In
says
America. Yeah, in
Nissan.
America.
Anyone on Joe Rogan
America,
podcast
people say
says
Nissan.
Nissan.
Have you never heard that?
I don't think so.
American
Really?
people say Nissan.
Maybe it's weird just hearing it from your accent. Nissan.
My accent.
Nissan.
We have the same accent. Subaru. People say
Subaru.
Subaru.
They say
I don't-
Hyundai.
Yeah, I've heard that one.
I don't know if I think I've told you, but I haven't told you. So we had a job. So there's a suburb called Tenamera near here. And we were on the way there, and I was with Jake in the work truck. And I'm like, oh, what's the address we're going to? And he read it out, and he said, Tenamera. I said, what? He goes, Tenamera. What the fuck is that? Like, it's Tenamera. And then he's like, and we drove past the sign. He says, look, Tenamera. I'm like, fuck, it actually is Tenamera.
No, it's not.
It is. Like, you read it and say that, it makes sense, but I get it. It's like when people say
get it.
Yatala.
What?
Nobody says that.
Who says that?
People say Yatala. People who aren't from Yatla or don't know what
Yatla,
Yatla is, they say Yatala.
Wait, that reminds me of saying, oh my god, so bad. When I was, I don't know, what age do you reckon you are when you like have to read? You know, like, did you ever in school, like the class sits and everyone reads a little bit and
Yeah.
take turns at reading, whatever?
Yeah.
My worst fear. Huh? I still can't do that. I cannot read, like, I still can't read numbers right. If someone goes, oh, what's the phone number? And I'm just like, I struggle to, it's like a dyslexia thing. You can see the number, but you can't say the word.
Yeah, right.
Interesting.
Anyway, go on.
So the word M-A-D-A-M, right?
Yeah.
How do you say it?
Madam.
Okay. Right, that's how you say it, and that's how I say it now.
Yeah.
But I think when I was whatever age you could learn to read and like take turns reading, I've never heard anyone say it. I only said it in my head.
Right.
And I was like, it's madam, right? That's the right. I was like, madame. Everyone in the class laughed and made fun of me for it.
Sounds so Indian. Madame.
I was like, is that not how you say it?
Thank you, madame.
And I was like, fuck.
It makes sense.
Huh?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure some cultures say madame.
Maybe.
Sounds like a legit word.
It sounds like an
Indian
very
word.
like
Madame.
an Indian. I was gonna say like a posh English thing to say.
I'll have a half rice, half madame curry, thanks.
Did you know that's what like the main chick at a brothel's called?
Madam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did
That
you?
makes sense. I've heard that.
Yeah.
Madam is like madam of the night.
Oh,
Yeah, I
Or a
think
lady
so.
of the night
Yeah.
or something. Madam.
lady of the night.
It's weird you know that.
I feel like I've just heard it somewhere before.
Just heard it.
In my research, we're starting up a brothel. What do they call
It's not a bad idea.
the male leader?
There's actually
of a brothel?
one for sale in
A brothel.
in
I feel like that would
a suburb
never...
that starts with R.
Runcorn?
Trying to remember.
Roachdale?
No, it's near Archerfield.
Roachdale.
Maybe it was Archerfield.
R.
What are you, a fucking
Pirate? Start with R.
Yeah. No, I was just looking at commercial real estate the other day and it
That
popped
would,
up.
that would make sense.
100%.
Like, when would they ever drop in profit?
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
Let's start a brothel. Like, no,
That's
what's
not.
okay, no,
Okay.
What's involved? What's involved in starting a brothel?
Just got to find
saying-
You
chicks.
buy some shed space. Has to be an industrial estate because you've just got like walking distance fuckable fucking
What do you mean? No. You don't want it
Yeah.
in an industrial state. You want it like
yeah, straight up.
on the old Pacific Highway in
Even-
like Mermaid or something.
No, industrial estates for sure. Because it's like in a gated bit. You've got all the people that are going there are probably working next door.
No.
Wouldn't you go to
Well,
a different
If
one?
there was a brothel next to
yeah, but there's nowhere near
That-
houses. People
if
don't complain.
I was to ever go to one and I did work next door to one, I wouldn't go to that
the one next door.
Yeah,
I used to work next
because
door to
next day I like go into work.
You're
and
like,
I'm like, sorry, Shelley, for blowing so quick yesterday.
your money though.
I don't normally do that.
No, but like you don't want it in like a neighborhood or a house that you just can constantly deal with like neighbors and people complaining and shit.
I'd prefer that sort of environment.
Where else would you put one though?
I don't know. I've never looked into it. I just saw one was for sale.
But how, like, what's involved in starting one? Like, what would you have? Do you have to recruit people, or do people like
What if-
apply? Because they're legal. Obviously, they're legal.
Yeah, I was going to say that. So it's legal, right, to have a brothel.
Yeah.
Is it legal to be a pimp?
Oh.
Well, you're paying taxes as a pimp, basically. Because, like, you have to...
But I don't think they call themselves a pimp, though.
Yeah.
Why would-
I think
why
that's
would
a
you-
slang.
Yeah.
The slang
What would
for
you
it.
call it? What do you call it?
Brothel manager. Production manager.
No, because you don't have... No, because, right... Okay, well, whatever the right thing is to call a pimp, you don't actually have a premises, but you have...
Well, a pimp, they sit in car parks and they go with the client, whereas this is like client comes to you, you rent a room.
Brothel keeper.
Brothel keeper.
What? What did you Google?
Brilliant.
What is the person called that owns a brothel?
What's a worker called then? Is it a prostitute? It wouldn't be a prostitute. A prostitute is someone who would go to someone to do something.
A brothel, bordello, ranch, or whorehouse. That's an aggressive term.
I feel like
We should call it that, the whorehouse.
It would differ between countries too. Like if we're talking about Australia,
Yeah.
they'd have some significant name.
Fucking hell.
So if you were a worker at I like the pictures from the 1400s, skeleton heads and shit. If if you're a worker at a brothel, what's your job title?
I don't know, I'm trying to.
There would be an official job title because you have to do your taxes, right?
Sex doll brothel. That's a cheap one.
It'd be sex worker, right?
Exists in Japan. What's an Australian sex worker called?
Sex worker, probably.
Oh, it's probably sex worker. I thought there was an actual name. It's like sexual technician. Dick mechanic.
Nikita's going to look at my Google search in the morning and be like, what the fuck were you guys doing?
What do you mean?
Yeah, sex worker.
Why did you Google dick mechanic?
I wonder. Wait, does sex worker have an award wage?
Oh, what do they get paid per hour? What if he only goes for like 6 minutes? It's a long time.
For sure, you pay for the hour. I don't know.
I think it'd be a minimum hour.
I don't know.
Yeah.
You'd
have to.
Again, we're talking.
It sounds like
with
we
no
aren't in the
understanding.
position to buy a brothel.
Okay, no. I'm setting a task for us, and I know I'm moving away.
$3,500 for an overnight booking. That's a private.
Anything over 400 to be a good day.
What?
I know I'm moving houses, and I won't be here for much longer. Can we get
Devastating.
A brothel.
Can we get a sex worker on the podcast?
If we can find one.
How do we find?
What do you mean? How do you find one?
Like if I go to a brothel and I say I'm a part of a podcast and I would love to talk to one of your workers, would they be willing to come on?
For sure,
and
you
possibly
would.
do some under the table work.
You would have to go and book time or something, and then talk to.
You're better off just hitting up like an OnlyFans chick on Instagram.
No, but they're not working.
That'd be so embarrassing to go to a brothel and be like, "Hello."
Would it? Hello. I have a mustache.
Wait, here's James who was like, "Oh, this
can we do it?"
Singer or someone was like at my show, and I almost asked him to come. Yeah. And you're like, let's go to a brothel and ask them to come in.
Oh, fucking hell.
But that would be awesome to have someone on to just give us the insides of.
But what questions would we ask?
The
I
seven.
don't know. Ash is leading this one.
Yeah.
I'll come up with some.
Fucking Bert Kreischer and
I'm sure they have stories. That would be great.
Bert Kreischer and Tom Segura had Adriana Chechik on their podcast this week. And I don't know if either of you know her work.
Sounds like an MMA fighter.
She's a porn star, and she's like, she was known years ago for doing like some of the craziest shit, and everyone was obsessed with her.
I'll Google it.
And Bert and Tom,
I'll do some research.
Bert and Tom were talking about trying to tee up a threesome with her for ages, and then she sent them a message after she shot a scene, and she had like cum on her face and shit, and she's like, "Hey Tom, hey Bert, I'd love to have a threesome with you guys." And then,
aren't they married and
yeah,
shit with kids?
So then on the podcast, they called their wives and they're like, "Hey babe, would you be sweet if me and Bert tag team this porn star?" And they're like, "Fuck no." And then they got her on the podcast, and she was just like you could tell they had maybe 15 minutes of questions, and then it was just like, like it was still like a funny as fuck podcast, but she was doing like sex poses on Bert and shit like that, and I just feel like it would be so awkward with that. And then it was funny. It was funny at the end because Bert had to fly back to LA on his private jet, and she had to get back to LA, but she was just flying like commercial. So Tom's like, "Bert, why don't you take her on your jet?" And he's like, "No."
Club.
He's like, "No, I can't take her on my jet." And he's like, "Nothing will happen, but in the off chance," he's like, "My wife will kill me."
Brilliant.
But yeah, that'd be a shitty circumstance to be in.
So I look forward to your update.
Yeah. Can you actually go to a brothel?
If I organise it,
if you organise it.
I don't know how to do it without like.
Isn't that the whole issue that we've been having right now?
Yeah.
Someone else.
Plus, you've got to find like a nice woman.
Yeah, it has to be someone who can.
It's at my house. I don't want to just.
So I'm gonna have to try. I'm gonna have to trial a few.
Yeah, I don't want you to walk in my door with my wife and kids there. You're like, this cinnamon. She can be like, where?
Am I getting paid for this?
Do I have to suck all your dicks?
Holy shit!
Fucking hell! So if you can find one that can get past my wife and kids, then sure.
Does it pass the sniff test?
Maybe when we get a new studio. The worst part would be like, hey babe, I have to go do some podcast work. Oh, what are you doing? Just trialing out some brothels.
Fucking hell.
Do some research.
Oh, you guys are fucked. All right, let's call it there. All right, see you later.
Laters.